Hello everyone, this is Bill, and I'm going to be doing a beer review today. So a couple of weeks ago I posted on my story a poll asking which beer you'd like me to do a review on, and the winner of that poll was Soundboard from Destihl Brewing Company. So today we're going to be doing a fresh crack review of this. This is a low-calorie, low-carb hazy IPA, something that we're seeing a lot more in the market on, and I'm taking a personal interest in because I have been trying to cut back on carbs, and as we all know, beer has a ton of carbs in it. So we're going to go ahead and do a review on this. Real quick, I'll tell you that Desthil is out of Normal, Illinois, right near Bloomington. And if you drive from Wisconsin down to Springfield, you actually go right past it. And so when I was working in Springfield, I would stop there and actually go eat at the brewery for lunch on my way down. Love the beer, love the brewery. Did get a chance to take a brewery tour as well. Just overall, I think a good brewery and making some pretty good stuff. This particular beer, Soundboard, is actually from their Deadhead IPA series. So I don't know a ton about that IPA series in general. It does correlate with music and different beer styles, and it looks like they have a couple of different hops that they're going to be working with. Particularly in this beer, they have Citra, Cascade, Summit, and Simcoe hops. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Now, I just want to be 100% clear. This is a low-calorie, low-carb, hazy IPA. This is not going to be one of those crazy, real big mouthfeel, super thick, IPAs, big IBU. It is what it is, right? So that's how I'm going to be rating this. I'm not going to be comparing this to any of the other big old hazy IPAs that we're normally used to. So just kind of keep that in mind as we go through. I'm going to be pouring it in my Outland Brewery glass. This Outland's out of Maine. Friends of mine out there. So let's go ahead and give this thing a crack. All right. So as we pour this, it does pour very light, straw colored. I guess I could call that a hazy. Yeah. So as you can see, it is a hazy. Technically, you can't see through it, but it's going for the smell. You know what? I mean, it really has the aromas of a big, hoppy IPA, which is really what we're looking for, right? So a lot of low-calorie, low-carb beers are going to be a lot more muted in the flavor profiles and a lot more muted on the nose. This one actually is pretty nice from a nose perspective. Now I've had a couple of these, so this isn't the first time I'm having it, but I will tell you that the first time I did pour this, I poured the entire thing. I caught a little sediment, so just be a little careful. I did roll the can beforehand. It's kind of something I do with all my hazies before I drink them. So taking a look, again, pretty light. Let's go in for a sip. Okay, so first sip, thing I noticed right off the bat, it's not very, it's a little aqueous, a little watery, but not too much. You get that right immediately as you start to drink it, but right away, the flavors of the hops really kind of start to shine through. There's a very little bitterness to it. What I would expect from a hazy, right? So the reason why I started drinking hazy IPAs is I wasn't a fan of the bitter beers. And I think that's why a lot of people actually gravitate towards hazy IPAs, because they just weren't a fan of the bitterness. And this kind of still plays into that, right? So there is very little bitterness on the back end, really easy to drink, a little bit of dryness coming through, but that's okay because that's kind of what I'm looking for when I'm going to be drinking one of these kind of beers. Yeah, second sip, real similar to the first. Not a whole lot changes there. Like the first time you drink a beer, you might get the flavor punch, which I definitely got here. Second drink, my palate's getting acclimated to it now. Bitterness is a little bit up there. Now with the second sip, it's kind of lingering towards the back of your throat a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but I do appreciate how it's kind of making me want to go back for more. Yeah, I've tried a lot of low-calorie, low-carb beers lately. My goal is to really do a review of all of them and rate them. This is probably one of the better ones I've had so far. So, Desthil, I think you did a great job here. I am buying this actually pretty consistently now. It's about $10 for a 4-pack of 16-ounce cans. Check for it at your local store. Again, if you're trying to do the low carb thing but still want to drink your beer, this is going to be a great way to go after it. And for those of you who really aren't watching your carbs but want to pound a couple on the beach, need something nice and refreshing at the ball game, whatever it is that you're going to do, at 4%, 5%. Let me actually double check the can so I'm not lying to you guys. It is 4%. Easily a crusher. So go ahead and it gets my stamp of approval for sure. Go ahead and grab yourself a 4-pack in confidence, knowing that I think this is a pretty good beer. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry. But I love it, and I will probably be drinking this thing all summer. And it is available year-round, so who knows, maybe even after the summer. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this. Let me know if there's any other beers you want me to review. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Why did I give you a thumbs up? I don't even know what that means. Cheers.